Finding joy in God's presence, a message from God. God says, "My child, come close and listen. In a world that often feels rushed, overwhelming, and heavy with burdens, you may be searching for peace, purpose, and joy. I want to remind you today that true joy, lasting and unshakable joy, is found in my presence. When everything around you is changing and uncertain, I remain constant, your ever-present refuge and strength. Do you feel weighed down by the cares of life? You are not meant to carry your burdens alone. I invite you into my presence, where you will find the rest your soul longs for. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. I do not ask you to be perfect before you come to me. Come as you are, broken, weary, or joyful, and experience the beauty of being with your Creator. Joy in my unchanging nature. Everything in your life may seem to shift like the sands of time, your circumstances, relationships, and even your own emotions. Yet, I do not change. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. Hebrews 13:8. Because of my unchanging nature, you can trust that my promises to you are sure. I am the same God who parted the sea for Moses, who healed the blind and the lame, and who raised the dead. If I can perform miracles in the past, I am more than capable of bringing joy and peace into your life today. When you fix your eyes on me instead of your challenges, you will begin to see life from a higher perspective. Your joy is not dependent on circumstances, but on my character, which is steadfast and true. The joy of the Lord is your strength. Nehemiah 8:10. I give joy that sustains and strengthens you, even in the most difficult of times. The joy of being known and loved. Do you sometimes feel misunderstood, like no one really sees your heart or your struggles? Know this, my beloved, I see you. I know every thought, every tear, and every longing in your heart. Before you formed, you were in your mother's womb. I knew you. You are not an accident. You are a masterpiece, created with love and intention. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. In my presence, you are fully known and fully loved. There is no need to hide or pretend with me. Come with your imperfections, your fears, and your failures. I embrace you as you are and work through your weaknesses. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. In the knowledge that you are fully known and unconditionally loved, you will find deep joy. The world may offer fleeting pleasures, but nothing compares to the joy of knowing and being known by your Creator. This joy is not superficial. It's a joy rooted in your identity as my beloved child. Joy in the simplicity of my presence. Sometimes life can feel like an endless to-do list, filled with tasks that demand your time and energy. But I want you to know that you do not have to strive to earn my love. You don't have to achieve anything to be worthy of my presence. You simply need to be. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. In the stillness, you will find me. When you quiet the noise of the world and enter into my presence, even in the simplest of moments, you will discover a deep and abiding joy. It's in the quiet morning prayers, in the moments of gratitude, in the worship that flows from your heart. It's in the moments when you lay down your burdens and simply sit with me. Let go of the pressure to perform or to always do more. The joy I offer comes not from doing, but from being with me, being in me, and knowing that I am with you every step of the way. In my presence, there is fullness of joy, Psalm 16:11. Not just partial joy, but fullness. The kind of joy that overflows, that seeps into every corner of your heart and life. Joy in trusting me. Do you worry about tomorrow? Are you anxious about the future or overwhelmed by the unknown? I understand, but I want you to trust in me. I hold your future in my hands, and I have good plans for you. Trust in me with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. When you surrender your worries to me, you make space for joy to enter your heart. When you trust me, you are free from the weight of trying to control everything. You are free to live in the moment, to experience the beauty and joy of today without being anxious about tomorrow. I have promised to be with you always, even to the end of the age. Matthew 28:20. I am not just the God of yesterday or tomorrow, I am the God of today. And in each moment, you can find joy when you trust that I am in control. Joy in community. I never intended for you to walk this journey of life alone. I created you for community, to be in relationship with others, and to reflect my love in those relationships. When you gather with other believers, when you encourage one another, pray for one another, and worship together, there is joy. Where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am with them. Matthew 18, verse 20. In community, you find strength, support, and joy. You are not alone in your struggles or your victories. The body of Christ is meant to uplift and encourage each other, and through that you experience the joy of fellowship. Together, you can share in the joy of my presence, and your joy will multiply. Joy in serving others. There is a special kind of joy that comes from serving others in my name. When you serve with a heart of love and compassion, you reflect my heart to the world. Whether it's a small act of kindness or a larger sacrifice, when you serve, you bring my kingdom to earth. And in doing so, you experience a deeper joy. As you pour out love to others, I pour into you. Your heart expands with joy as you reflect my love to those around you. Remember that even the smallest act of service done in love has great value in my eyes. Whatever you do, do it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. Colossians 3:23. The joy of serving is not in seeking recognition, but in knowing that you are fulfilling the purpose I have called you to, finding joy in every season. Finally, my beloved, know that joy is not limited to the mountaintop experiences of life. You can find joy in every season, whether in abundance or in lack, in celebration or in sorrow. My joy is not dictated by circumstances. Even in the midst of trials, you can rejoice because I am with you. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1, verse 2-3. I am molding and shaping you through every season, and my presence is your constant source of joy. When you draw near to me, you will find that joy is not something you have to chase after. It is already within you because my Spirit dwells within you. A final word, my child, I want you to know that I am always near. In my presence, there is joy that the world cannot give and cannot take away. Draw close to me, and I will draw close to you. Let go of the distractions, the worries, and the burdens. Come into my presence and let my joy fill your heart, overflow into your life, and transform your soul. I am here. I am your joy.